All right. Welcome to another Lunch&Code. Today we're going to spend some time on model deployment using Modal. So Modal provides these this really interesting service where you can have ad hoc access to GPUs to sort of host models. So we're going to go through this process of building a model, hosting a model that we made earlier, and go from there. Maybe I'll just quickly show you what I'm going to spend some time on today. All right, with that, let's pull up some slides. So what we're going to do is we're going to deploy a model and serve the model via an API request. Then we'll finally send a request via chat. As far as why we're doing this, I think it's just more about learning. So today we're trying to learn a little bit more about deploying these models. So we'll spend our time going through this. All right, let's go ahead and jump into Cursor and get started. All right. I'm going to create VM, then as a source, venv bin activate source. There we go. All right, we'll pip install modal, and then as that loads, let's actually get their docs up. Okay, so maybe just to highlight where we're at, we have this model here, called GPGA2, which is a text generation model. It has these things, so basically trying to serve this model using Modal. So let's maybe start by asking GPT, how would I use Modal to serve this GPT-2 model via Hugging that is currently hosted in the Hugging Face. Let's give it these docs. I guess it's sort of like this. Using, I guess, VLLM image. I'm going to just move this here so I can just flip between these two. All right, let's make this a little bigger so you can see it actually. So it says GPJ model to inference.py. Okay, I'm not sure this is going to work. Because I don't think I need a H100 either. I think I need an 8. A10G sounds about better. serve the model. Okay, so I see something wrong with this, so I'm going to try and change it. This seems to show OpenAI v1. Actually, let's just run it and see. Modal run. Does not like the word scale down window. We're just gonna, we're not gonna serve it straight away, so. This is gonna get this model from Hugging Face and go through the process. All right. So we just do essentially one shot here to get to this point. And we might need more because I just assume hosting this is not going to be this straightforward. While we do that, I'm going to try and center the screen. I'm going to move myself here because I got some feedback in the last couple of sessions that you can't see the window. Things that I'm typing in here if I move it, so let's move that there. Did we get a URL to follow? Let's check these logs. Yes. Sure that you can all see this. It should just be the same as what we see right here. So that tells me we're gonna have to wait around for a while with these today. Okay, so it's saving the image now. So we got some issue here with serving.
This is just
see. Got a serving error. Not sure. Oh, it provides a Swagger UI. That's cool. Let's fix the correct. I love how it keeps telling me to use a H100. Okay, let's kill this because I think I'm going to need to add some more. And modal automatically handles scaling based on server activity. Okay, so it no longer needs that we had here. Okay, we'll load in the images now. Once this thing is built, I'm sure the image will just remain stable, hopefully, so we don't need to continue to build each time the image. Loaded the checkpoints. I loaded the model weights. Okay, this one terminated. It's pending this request now. Killed. Okay, we got some errors here. to serve at least one request. The model sequence length is needed, which is larger than available KV size cache. Try increasing the GPU model. But let's see. What it I bet it tells me to just increase the. How might I do that? Use a more powerful GPU. All right, let's move to an A100 now, because this A10G did not want to play ball. Oh, it's to increase the GPU memory utilization, but I think increasing to the A100 should give us more. Maybe just the A10G is small, like super small, actually. Let's find out. $24 gigs. Should have saved it. Let's see. Okay, now it's loading the model. It's took 15 gigabytes. We gave it a bigger model, so it should have no complaints this time. Let's see. Still loading some images. Oh, sweet. Okay, so it did work. And we got ourselves a post request that was terminated. I guess I'm not really sure how do I test and make my own HTTP request to this service? Yeah, I know how to make with modal run. So I guess I have to go through this. So what was my question? Hello, can you generate some text for me? Sure. Please let me know what type of text you'd like me to generate. And it came back and it processed it in like 2 seconds. Let's see if it can do streaming. Can you change to do streaming in this? So again, we have this model here that we self-host, that we have on Hugging Face that we worked on a while ago. That's like a that has a base model for Gemma, and we've done some fine tuning on top of it. That I spent some time doing. Let's come up. Enable streaming and the added streams true for this. Okay. So let's copy this. Go back to cursor. Check that we have. We'll need another key. All right. Is this API key used? Yeah. All right. Perfect. That's all I needed to know. Wait, it doesn't like this. Oh, it's not terminated. There we go. Let's check what GPU we're using again. We're using this A100. All right. I think we can. Let's just go ahead and test this again. Modal run inference 2. It's just such a short amount of code just to get a model running. That's pretty impressive. wait a while for this thing to deploy. And didn't like that. Maybe it's just removed the go bar. Just tell me what you did. This because streaming is enabled by default. Okay. Okay, let's wait for this to run. It's been initializing for too long. Yeah, I know. This one is down. This one is up. Don't know what happened to it. Do I need to cancel it? What are we at? So it's trying again. Maybe I need to take that out. Okay, let's stop it and take out streaming. Okay, this is I think where we were at before with the other one, right? Just Did it ever get to loading? Okay, this is better. It's got a short context window. Okay. How do you know cost? All right, we used $1 so far on this. Still waiting for this thing to load. As far as like where we're at with our process, we are waiting. I think it's going to load and run. And then we'll probably have to deploy it. All right. When it runs, I am going to take a break. 2 minutes. Okay, we got some errors. What did the server respond with? Let's check. It's not that helpful. Stopped applications. So I received the prompt. Are you sure that model changes are not needed here to support streaming? Let's get this. Flash infer library more secure and does that flash infer right now? Yeah. Okay. this ago. I think I need to use secrets, but I can't remember what the Alright, let's run this inference. The one piece of feedback I have is that it just takes a while for this to load, although this stream has just been sort of waiting. Don't know why it says invalid JSON received. Seems like it's streaming fine. Jesus, that's a lot of text. The issue seems to have prefix server-side events, which are blah blah blah. To handle the streaming, you need to strip the data, prefix the element, and you must handle here's no data of the test function. Alright, I think we can deploy this now because I Actually, let's run it. Modal run. All right. Just streaming complete. Okay, so we're good. All right, let's deploy it, I guess. Modal deploy. What? That was crazy fast. There's no way that deployed that quickly. Let's go over here. Okay, so if I run a call, okay. Didn't they say there's like docs and stuff here I could... So it's probably gonna warm up, is my guess. Is that what it's doing? Where's the logs? Yes, I guess it has to warm up. I hope it doesn't have to do this on every single request. Because otherwise it's like kind of just useful for like batch jobs. It says it was live though, that's what I'm kind of confused about. So I hope it doesn't like, for every request, load the model, run it, and then end it. I hope it like keeps the cache of the model hot. All right. This is going through all the stuff we just did previously. That's wild. Does it execute it? Oh, so it's got unauthorized. So I have a kill request here that I can run. Let's see if this works. Wow, that's awesome. Okay. Okay, let's build a simple web form chat similar to chats GPT in style, e.g. dark mode with the text box at the bottom and the user and model in a flow where the user is make it look like Figma style, so it's fun. Keep to one HTML file. All right. All right, it's going to generate that. While that runs, let's create a file to host it in. Model.html. Then we'll put this. What just happened? I don't know why that didn't render. Not sure. All right. All right. What are the main ways to make pancakes? Oh no. Oh yes, here we go. All right. Okay, this doesn't render that well. Okay, can you also make sure that Markdown renders correctly from the response from the model? Okay, it's going to work on this rendering. How are we doing on time? Almost at an hour. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good use of time. Let's go back to the let's copy this code and come to here. What are the best ways to make pancakes? Ooh. Okay, and we got this response from the model. Let's just look at this so that you can see it. What is the best way to make eggs? So we should see a request that's made to this model that's served and hosted on modal, and then it responds with this. There's probably some formatting and some other stuff we could work on, but that probably gives you a good idea of just a quick way you can use modal to sort of serve these serve models. So maybe just a quick recap. Let's try and do this. Duplicate. Oh, you can't really see it. It's got like fixed width, but there we go. It's a little bit easier to see. Okay, so today we served a model, we built an interface for it, and we did this all using the power of modal to do this, which was super cool. So we took a model from Hugging Face, in this instance, one that we had fine-tuned. We then deployed it using VLLM from modal. We gave it some we gave it an A100 to serve it. It was actually pretty quick. It then serves up this model. It has some security with an API key. This is just a local entry, so it gave it a test, and this is the output that it produces. Here's one thing which we could do is add streaming to it. Back to the user. The model didn't like that. What happened? Any errors? Okay, so sometimes it'll take the model off and then it'll be slow for some and not for others based on volume. I guess that's kind of useful. To implement, we need to handle server-side events. Okay. Server sent events. Where is this? Okay, it's still warming up. So we just added some streaming support just to kind of finish this off. And this would be very frustrating as a user. Okay, so it looks like chat completions worked. And that's what it looks like. What should I have for lunch? Okay, so you can see it's pretty quick. Responding, and this is a model that we've essentially hosted all by ourselves. We've put on this VLLM through modal, and it's running pretty quickly, I would say, right now. Maybe a question would be, how would I test the time to first token on this? So when we've deployed this model, we might want to check, like, okay, how long does it take to serve this request, which would be super helpful for us. To calculate, I might try and change this to wow. Yeah, let's do this. Can you write this in Python? And obviously there's some network variability here, but I think that time to first token .py is finished. Yeah. Okay. And if we were to run this, Python tt pip install requests, hopefully the model doesn't need to restart. Looks like it did. So it looks like it restarts if there's like even a small window. So it's like heavily optimizing to keep the GPUs to sort of drop it from the GPU. So this is going to take ages when it's cold. So the time to first token on cold will get right here, which is kind of nice. Does this have a timeout? No. Okay, it's going to load the checkpoints. So it kind of be frustrating if you were like hosting a model on here and you, I assume there's some way to keep it alive, but it would, you know, as a user, you'd be like, why is it taking so long for this thing? And there might be a better way for me to do this, so you don't need to load the checkpoints on every start. Like maybe there's a way to like load them, the model weights, when you set it up. So in here, where I have the I realize that my screen is, you cannot see all of my screen. 1 second. Let's flip back to this. In our inference, like maybe we could add something to this VLLM logic, so it like loads the model in some cache that we can quickly move from disk storage into GPU memory and sort of move it efficiently. Because this right now is just loading tensors. That doesn't really help us. Hello. Let's see if it got those requests. Okay, it's at 50%. Yeah, I think there's definitely a faster way. We could probably load these up, but in the interest of time, we'll keep on this. Let's ask the question at least. Okay, did it respond? At least it errored. Is it still alive? Oh, it's still loading. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about pre-caching. We could cache the preload the VLLM class. We already have that though. So, what's how we do volumes? Oh yeah, so it's actually like cache the model volume, the volumes for the model weights and for the VLLM weights, because they're not going to change. And rather than serve them and try and load them each time, you don't need to evaluate. So time to first token took that long. Let's run it one more time. It was 1.1 second, 1 second, 99. Change this to make multiple calls to get the P99 for time to first token. Oh, I didn't paste in the code. Hopefully it doesn't die on us. Yeah, so it's pretty performant at 98 seconds. Let's change this. Ooh, didn't like that. Still writing it. Let's make it so it's going to make 100 requests. Okay, NumPy, hurry up. So it's going to make 100 requests, and then we'll get the average, I assume, from them, is how that works. All right. It's going to be around 1 second based on this. I mean, we can probably already tell that right now. How is my costs going? I'm still at $27. That doesn't sound right. There has to be a faster way to do this concurrently. Okay. So this is going to create a thread pool to do it. Which should be way faster for us. It's going to be around a second. Yeah, so the P99 was 127 for us to measure some other metrics that would be useful. Let's see. Last time to last token, I think we're over total return of throughput, max token generation rate. Yeah, let's do that. How do I calculate the token generation rate in Python? Okay. Token generation rate. Token gen rate dot py, and this should give us the Python token generation rate. How many does it make? Okay, so it's doing 75 a second, which isn't too bad. I think it's probably a good time to end it. We built this model, we served it, we calculated some statistics for it. This was a fun one. Kudos to the folks at Modal for their work on this. It's super helpful when you have a model and you want to serve it. All right, bye.